Hey guys, Sandwich King here. I don't have an expensive smoker or other fancy rib cooking equipment, so I'm going to show you, the viewers, how you can make delicious ribs the wrong way that are going to turn out the right way. First, you want to start with a nice cut of meat. Look at this beautiful baby back rib meat.
Correction edit. Fatty marble meat will turn out tastier and moister than lean dry meat.
I'm going to slow cook this rascal to get it tender with a little bit of apple juice in there, get some good flavor going on. I'm going to layer it with lots of spices, and then I'm going to
layers of salt is not good for you, but we'll make your meat taste great.
Real taste, finishing it off at the end. Let's take a look. Something I always like to do with my meat is smell it. If it makes you want to throw up when you smell it, that's a sign that your meat's no good and you shouldn't eat it. If you don't really smell anything, then you're A-okay. I got my ribs sliced in half so they'll fit in the crock pot. Come take a look. So I got some seasoning here. I'm just going to sprinkle on these bad boys. Oh yeah, just to get a nice seasoning taste on it. Most of this is just going to come off in the water, so I'm not really too concerned at this point with the seasoning. Maybe this might help retain some moisture or something. There could be signs to it. Alright, get that flipped over. These are beautiful ribs, by the way. These are organic baby back ribs. I didn't mean to buy organic for any healthy reason, because ribs aren't healthy anyways. So it just happened that they were on sale and they look really good, so I went ahead and sprung for the organic. Okay, next step, we're going to put some apple juice. My hand's covered in pork germs, so I better give it a wash before I start touching this fresh apple juice. I got some Sam's Choice fresh pressed, not from concentrate apple juice. It might be a little healthier being not from concentrate. I know at least it tastes a little better. I'm going to pour this on here where I'm not pouring it right on that seasoned meat, just kind of off on the corner. Oh gosh, it's splashing. Alright. I'm just going to put, I don't know, like a ½ inch or so in here just to get a little moisture steaming up in here. My goal is not to boil the ribs, despite what Nate Dogg may say. My goal is really just to get that steamy, breaking down the meat tenderest where it's, I want it to the point where it's almost falling off the bone, but you don't want it actually falling all out of the bones everywhere, because then I go put it on the grill, it's just going to fall everywhere and be pulled pork. So I'm going to watch it for the point at which it looks like it's ready to fall off the bone, but not quite fall off the bone yet. So we're going to put this in here about 3-4 hours, see what it looks like. Okay, it's been 3.5 hours. Already shook that out a little bit here. And look at those ribs. Slow cooked in apple juice, 3.5 hours here. They're actually looking really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get the grill fired up, slather these up with some sauces, and it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so I pulled the ribs out of the slow cooker. Look at that. You see the meat pulling off the bone? That's a good sign that it's cooked down pretty good. Should be quite tender. Now, I'm just making this up as I go, so I'm sure someone out there is going to watch this and say, what is he doing? Well, just wait to see how it turns out, and we'll see how it tastes before we say anything, all right? I got some brown sugar here, and I got some of this orange blossom honey. So I'm going to mix that. That's going to allow the brown sugar to get real sticky, where it can actually stay on the outside of the meat, because that powdery sugar is just going to, I think it would just sort of fall off and not really stick on there. And this is going to help keep it really on there. So I'm going to go ahead and just mix it up. Yes, I washed my hands before I did this, okay, because I know someone's wondering, especially people running the camera. Wow, this is like really sticky. I don't know about this. This is like really thick. What am I doing? I hope I don't ruin these ribs, because they look good right now. So I'm going to take some of this. Hey, Bert. Oh man, this is like really hard to smear because it's just so thick. I almost need to like get it watered down or something just to make it sort of usable. I'm going to kind of really just smear it on here. I might have used a little bit much honey and brown sugar. I thought it might not have enough. Really just, oh, it's really sticking to the meat good, so maybe that'll be a good thing. Maybe it'll really allow this to really just hold all that flavor on there good and seal it up. I'm going to hit it with some dry rub to really stick on the outside. You have to kind of press it down on the meat as you smear it, otherwise it wants to just roll along the surface rather than sticking. I think as it hits the heat coming off these ribs just out of the slow cooker, I think that's helping it to stick too, because it's sort of like melting and liquefying a bit more, just having all that heat. I don't know what to expect on this, I really don't. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not following the recipe online. I'm winging it here, guys. Winging it. I guess if it doesn't work out good, I can always delete the video and not post it. So if you're watching this video, I guess that means it worked out okay, because I didn't delete this. And here's the secret ingredient in Sandwich King's Get Sticky Ribs. The sticky finger dry rub sauce. This stuff's addictive. You start eating it like in the palm of your hand, and you'll find yourself like going through half a bottle and saying, what did I just do? So I advise against eating it plain so you don't become a dry rub addict. I've heard stories about people that have like become dry rub addicts and they have like high blood pressure. It's kind of crazy. It gives a nice color to the outside too, doesn't it? And it's just really sticking all over that sugary honey glazing on the outside. Ooh, man, that looks amazing, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Let's get these babies on the grill. Alright, so here we are. Look at these beautiful sticky ribs. I'm using an indirect heat where I got the side burner over here, and I'm going to put them more towards the middle so that they don't get that direct burning heat, because I don't want to burn up all this honey on here. And yes, I should have proper tongs. Oh gosh, that's why you should have proper tongs, right? I'm not use my hands now. Oh, they still look good. Okay. Put that right on there. There we go. Alright, let's let those sit. I'm going to check back in half an hour, see how it looks. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes on the grill. It's been a little under 300 degrees. I got only the far left burner on, and the ribs are over the middle. So I don't want it directly over the heat because it might burn up the sugars and like catch fire. Look at those beauties. They look real smoky. I like how it's dried out, you know, because I've been boiling it in the crock pot. I'm going to get that surface moisture off and get that kind of dry crust. That honey and brown sugar has turned to a dry crust. There's a little bit of wetness there. And to make it have a smoky taste, I got a hickory flavored barbecue sauce with some brown sugar flavor in it too. I'm going to splash this on. You don't want to put this on too early because then it'll just burn, and you don't want blackened barbecue sauce burned all over. But I'm going to give about 15 minutes or so and check it, so that it has a chance to sort of dry on there and get real thick and sticky without burning yet. It's been 15 minutes. Let's see if that sauce is dried up on the ribs. Alright, it's definitely looks like it's dried down to more of a sticky sort of sauce. It's not wet and drippy looking. So we're going to pull, we got some peppers on here too, on the side, just to toss on and see how that'd turn out. And let's pull these bad boys off, see what we got. Oh man, that looks good. Time for the taste test. Waffle Girl here has agreed to be the guinea pig in trying these ribs for the first time. Give it a shot.
Tastes pretty good.
What does it taste like?
Put some brown sugar.
If this video was remotely helpful in learning how to cook ribs, please like, subscribe, and comment below.
The barbecue sauce tastes pretty good.
How would you rate it?
I rate this probably about an 8.
An 8's not bad for first time. Sweet!